if I could just whip it around into one of these.
That's what I would do.
Do I got it that way?
Yeah, I don't see anybody coming right now.
I don't know how you're supposed to leave in the morning. Straighten up a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like, how the f do you leave out of this place? I have no idea. If a truck parks right there, there's no way I could turn that way.
Yeah. You'll just have to go forward. Maybe Walmart won't be there all night. I don't know, dude. This is probably where we're at. I don't think you can move around in here. I'm trying to find a better spot. All those are going to be taken because they're easy to get out of.
Well, we have stopped for the night. We made it to the Welcome Center on 95 in Georgia. Yeah, I'm just going to stay here. This is kind of a crazy little rest area. I have no idea how you're supposed to pull out of this place. Because if a truck parks next to me, there's no way I can make this turn right here. I don't know if I'm supposed to, maybe I'm supposed to back out and go that way, but there is no way that I can make this turn right here. I know everybody's like, Robert's complaining about that spread axle. I don't think I could turn this in my hot shot. I just don't think you could pull out of here. Look how close everything is. So I'm hoping by the morning, one of these trucks end up moving. And we can just pull straight out of here. So anyways, that's the plan. It is 9 o'clock at night. We have 10 minutes left on our drive time with 3.5 hours to get there. We end up stopping and getting a shower. Absolutely amazing shower. Some of the best water pressure and some of the best water pressure and hot water we've probably ever had. That's probably been one of the best showers we've had at a truck stop. Oh, so I don't even know if I'll set my alarm. I think we're just gonna go to sleep and wake up. Like, there's no point. Like, it's 9 o'clock. I could start at 7. Which would put me there at 10:30. I don't know. Maybe we will set an alarm. Just so we can go ahead. Because Lita still has to brine the turkey. And with it being tomorrow's Wednesday, the turkey, I think she said, has to brine for 16 hours. So the sooner we can get home, the sooner she can get on brining that. Because I want to be able to fry that turkey and eat lunch and dinner. That's usually what we do on Thanksgiving. Is I'll probably wake up like in the morning. It's supposed to be like 3.5 minutes per pound. We bought a 20-pound turkey, so that's I don't know. That's a little over an hour. So I could probably start frying the turkey at like 10 o'clock. That way it's done by lunchtime, so we can eat some lunch and then we'll have dinner, like I said. And yeah, I'm excited. I love Thanksgiving. I hate Christmas time. I hate this time of year, but I love eating at Thanksgiving. So my biggest thing is, man, I love deviled eggs. Absolutely love them. They make me fart like crazy, but I'll probably eat 12 deviled eggs by myself. So which was nice when we had all 14 chickens. Now we're down to 2 chickens. And those lazy chickens, man, we've got a horse farm on the other side of it, behind our fence. And my chickens, they'll go over there and visit with the horses. I'm sure they're over there eating the horse feed. But they'll go over there and lay the eggs over there. It's like, you a-holes. I'm the one feeding you all the time. So, alright. I'm going to bed. We'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. It's 6:56. Our clock hasn't quite reset yet. I wanted to give you guys a better view of the front before we pull out of here. We end up having a truck parked next to us here, but it looks like because his trailer wasn't very long, like we're all the way up to our line and our trailer is just inside the white box. Well, he's in his box, but he's got, like, you can see he's got, like, man, I don't know, 10 or 12 feet to the line. So that's going to be a big help when we go to pull out of here. I was hoping this Walmart truck would be gone by now because he was here when we got here, and then I could swing over into this box and then pull out that way. I don't know, like, do all spread axle truckers have to worry about this? I don't see any spread axles in here. I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna get stuck in this curve, and maybe I'm overreacting. I'm just not used to making these sharp, tight turns. You always see, like, people ripping the fronts of trucks off, which obviously I would be watching. I don't know. When the clock resets, I'll have Lee to do some filming here. We'll see how close we get. Maybe I'm just overreacting. I just like lots of room. Let's pull out of here, baby. Put your seatbelt on. We might have to go straight through those 2 parking spots, but I want to try this. I want to see. Of course, he's not all the way up to the line either, so if he was all the way up to the line, there's no freaking way. Now watch the box. Can you see the box in the mirror?
Which box?
The box that the other driver's in.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't that bad, but if he was up in the box, we wouldn't have made it. Yay! Alright, so maybe I overreacted a little bit, but if he was all the way up in his box, like I was all the way up in my box, I'd have took the front end of his truck off. So, I don't know. It is what it is. We made it out. I'm going home. Going to cook us a turkey. Right?
Yeah. You took those bumpers off.
Oh. Alright. We'll see you guys at the brickyard. Unless something else happens. Well, we just arrived to get these bricks unloaded, and I get a call from my drug consortium company. I've been randomly picked to go get a drug test done. So I was this close to being home, and now I got to go Now I gotta go pee in a cup.
Yeah, just leave it here.
Just leave it here?
Strap right here.
Okay. Cool. We're gonna get unstrapped here, get this stuff unloaded. All right, guys, as we wait to get unloaded, I came around here. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see how much this trailer bows as you're making a turn with a heavy load like this. That is wild. Look, it's got that tire tucked underneath of it. See if we can get a better angle. Holy smokes. That bows the trailer so much, Lita. Wow. That's wild. Here's the driver's side. Well, well, well. So we went, picked up my brother from the airport. Was that yesterday? Did we get you from the airport yesterday? No, day before yesterday. This is the setup he ended up buying. It's a 2012 Volvo with a 2012 step deck, and his is a 50-foot as well. He paid a little bit more than I paid, but I think he still got a good deal. You can't find deals like this anymore. So let me show him inside. We just pulled out his tarps. We got all of his equipment pulled out, looking at everything. We're gonna wash this tarp before we put it up, because it looks like they may have done concrete last time they did this. But it has the ramp kit. What's really nice about this is the trailer I was going to buy, but he ended up wanting to sell the whole rig. This has one of the sliding axles. So this rear axle, you can go from a non-spread axle, and you can slide that back to this wheel well and have a spread axle set up. Steel frame, aluminum deck. It's got these nice chain pockets here. You can pull that up. It's pretty nice. Oh yeah, it's got container locks too. It's got 8 of them, so you can do 2 20-footers or 1 40-footer. So you don't have to chain your container down. You can just lift that up into the container pocket, and you turn that. It locks the container to your deck. It's pretty slick. The guy we bought it from is the same guy that went and looked at my truck for me. You guys have heard me talk about him, Chris Anderson. This was his setup. Truck has brand new tires. Trailer has brand new tires. Their driver abandoned this up in, where was it? Michigan they abandoned it? Yeah, Detroit, Michigan. The guy abandoned it. Said he quit, left it up there. It was a complete mess. He's got his stickers on. This truck was a complete mess when we got it, and he has spent the last day and a half cleaning this thing out. The previous driver had one of those goofy sticks on there to make it up higher, but it's a rigged up version. It's not, you can see they electrical taped another rod on here to raise it up. And I will say this, I drove this thing back from Florida halfway, and this transmission shifts so much better than mine. I have to take mine back. There is something still not right about my transmission. Like my clutch brake still isn't working. I know it's an adjustment, but it's not working. So anyways, came with the refrigerator. It's the double bunk. All of this was black. I mean, it was disgustingly... I'll have my brother send me the pictures of what this thing looked like before. It's a nice setup. Came with this TV. Doesn't have a cord. Doesn't have a power inverter. We're not sure what they did with the power inverter or how they brought the power wires in for the power inverter. It's got these little doors like my Mac does. I mean, you guys know a Volvo is basically a Mac. My roof, I don't have a big open roof right here on mine. Mine has a shelf that comes over and we shove all our bags and stuff up here. But this is nice and open. I don't know which one I like better. But he has this opening underneath where he can put his bags and stuff and all under there. So him and his wife's going to be driving this. They're leased on to us. So yeah, we got to put a new windshield in. It's got a cracked windshield. Mine had a cracked windshield. 688,000 miles on it. Mine had about 680 something thousand on it. Maybe it was 640. Mine had 640. I mean, this is basically my truck. But it's a 2012. His tires make mine look bald. These things are ridiculous. His catwalk's bigger than mine. His headache rack's kind of trash. You can't hang chains on it because it doesn't have the chain box down here. They gave us an aluminum box that we could bolt to this, to where the chains can go down. But I think once we cut the top off the toolbox and let the chains, I think the aluminum toolbox would fall apart. So they hauled boats and stuff with this. This was mainly used for hauling like big military boats and stuff like that. So it's got the over-dimensional. It's got an over-dimensional light up there. It's got a trailer brake in here because they didn't use it for a semi-trailer. They used it for some type of boat trailers. So it has a pintle hitch back here, as well as a 2-inch ball or whatever, a hitch receiver. So yeah, this is basically pretty much my setup down to the T. 50-foot step deck with loading ramps. Except for he has a slide axle, so he'll get to haul all the stuff up to the land, because I don't think my trailer will make the turns. You think this will make the turns?
Yeah, I don't know.
Think so?
Yeah.
I'd spray these sides down.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Is it not working?
No, I just didn't want it running while you're doing a video.
Oh, no, you're good. All right, well, that's pretty much it. He's still got some cleaning up to do. We want to go through, we still have to go through his chains to see if he has enough chains and what his chains look like. I'm pretty sure this step deck sits up higher than my step deck. So we're gonna have to take a measurement. I'm gonna have to have Mason have like 2 different columns of, you know, Dad has a trailer that's 3 foot 6 inches off the ground. Chris has one that's, I don't know what it is. You know, Dad has 14 chains, Chris has 12 chains, or whatever it may be. The size tarps and all that. What's up, beautiful?
Hey. Do you know where your DOT physical medical card is?
In the folder in the truck.
I don't see it in there.
Okay, I'll find it. All right, well, let's get cleaned up. We dropped my ramps and we took my trailer somewhere and dropped it off. I didn't want anybody stealing my ramps, so we just kind of dropped them off here until we could get all of his gone through. All right, guys, good morning. So we end up taking about a week off getting all of his paperwork together. Is my screen? Oh yeah, so it took us about a week to get all the paperwork together. Let me just say this. Switch this around. Bringing on another truck is a giant pain in the butt your first time. I can guarantee you there's probably 90% of the companies that aren't the larger companies that bring on another driver. I guarantee you they don't have their paperwork done properly. There's so much that you have to do. So anyways, we've got his truck ready. We end up taking his trailer to where my trailer's been parked, and we end up getting all my stuff ready last night. I bought more bolts for the boards, but I bought a T50 bit and I need a T40. I screwed that up. Anyways, we've got a pickup and a drop off at the same exact place. So that'll be good. He'll be able to we'll be able to help him with the pickup and the drop off, since we'll be picking up and dropping off. We're gonna go to that pipe place that we usually go to, and we're delivering somewhere in South Carolina. So I'm just gonna we just got the go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and let the truck air up. We're gonna do a pre-trip. He's got to run and grab his trailer, and we're gonna shoot down and grab some pipe. So we'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so it's looking like we were gonna lose those loads. Been talking to this broker all night long, and she was like, yeah, go ahead and send them there. Mason's like, well, we need the Raycons. Like, we're sitting around waiting this morning, and then she's like, she sends all in all caps, I'm sorry, I just noticed this is a 50-foot load. So I reply, I'm like, yeah, our trailers are 50 feet. And then she writes back, oh, okay. Are you okay if they stick over 2 feet? It's like, is it a 50-foot load or is it a 52-foot load? So it's like, whatever. So press and hold power button. We got us a new hotspot. Lita ended up finding our old hotspot. And press and hold power button, turn on. So that's unfortunate. Although our other spot, the battery wasn't lasting long, and sometimes you'd plug it in to charge it and it wouldn't charge. We didn't know if it was a battery thing or if like the socket was getting wore out. Hey, let me get your bone out. Here you go. You don't have to chew through the bag. Anyways, while we were sitting around the house, right, getting all of my brother's paperwork together, my clutch brake hasn't been working. So I was like, you know what, let me take it up to Fleet Pride and have them look at it, because Fleet Pride's probably the biggest, closest place around. And my plan was to take it to the first place, the first and only place that's kind of done as good with the PCV filter. But I was like, you know, it's just a clutch adjustment. So I take it up there and I let them know. I'm like, hey, I think the clutch needs adjusted or something. I said, the clutch brake isn't working. I said, and also right there, there's like a shaft that gets pushed in when you push in on your clutch. There's 2 air lines that come off of that. And hopefully I remember to put a picture in. There's a spot, there's like a hole that goes all the way through this like cylinder thing that this other rod threads into. And I said, there's air coming out from around there. I said, I'm pretty sure there's not supposed to be air coming out from around there. So I dropped it off and we go back the next day. And I'm like, did you guys get it fixed up? They're like, yeah, we got it all fixed up. And they hand me the bill and it's $900. And I'm like, $900? What's going on here? He's like, well, we had to put you in a new clutch brake in. I'm like, it was a new clutch brake. It had like 10,000 miles on it. And then I get to looking, and they charge me $15 for 2 air fittings, which is perfectly normal. But almost $400 to put these 2 little air fittings in. I'm like, you guys just charged me almost $400 for like 5 minutes worth of work? Oh no, it took an hour and a half because we had to put a new airline on there too. And you'll see from the picture, there's 2 air fittings this close to each other with like an air hose that's about this long that connects to it. I'm like, it took you an hour and a half to do that, huh? So I wrote the company. And I'm like, your guys down here in Valdosta are trying to rip me off.
So, no, for sure, one of you have the load.
Okay.
I just don't know if it's for 2 people or what, man.
Well, yeah, because we talked to them about 2 trucks. We've been talking to them about 2 trucks all night.
You know how they are.
All right, well, Chris went to go hook up his trailer, so
Okay.
we're just waiting to hear back from her now, right?
Yeah.
Just to confirm.
Okay.
It's been 20 minutes.
All right, well, all right, I'll get back to you guys. So we're almost to this place, and like I said, Mason's been emailing this woman back and forth, or guy, I don't know what it is, back and forth a few times now. You know, I've got 2 trucks. Since we have 2 trucks, he asked for more money, and they were like, yeah, we'll do that. So, you know, we've been waiting, and come to find out, there's only one load for a truck, so. So, I'm gonna give it to my brother and his wife. And now we gotta go down, and I don't know if we'll sit at an exit or what, while Mason looks for loads. I mean, if it takes too long, we'll just turn around and drive back. What sucks is we just had to go through a weigh station. In order to go back, we gotta go through a weigh station again, so. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated. That sucks, that'd have been cool. Both of us picking up and dropping off at the same place, like the broker said we were going to. Anyways, all right, we'll see you guys in a bit.